Yo, what is up, Mango fam? It's your boy Chris Mangos back with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be talking about things that I wish I knew before I moved to LA. But before we get into the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and comment down below. Comment your favorite fruit emoji so I know you guys are active. But with that being said, make sure you guys stick through the video because I have some interesting things to talk about. Let's get right into the video. So the first topic I want to touch on is traffic. Now, traffic is ridiculous. It is insane. Now, back home, I'm from Massachusetts, so to get me, 1 mile or two, it takes about 5 minutes. But in LA, if I want to get to the closest Walmart, it is literally going to take me 30 to 40 minutes just to get to the closest Walmart. Now that we're talking about the traffic part, let's talk about the drivers. Now, the drivers are extremely aggressive. I know there was one time I was driving and I cut off this one person. I don't cut off people, I'm a safe driver, but this person in front of me was driving so damn slow. So I decided to cut him off. And honestly, that was the worst idea ever. He decides to cut me off, stop his car. Now in that moment, my car was stopped behind him, and my heart dropped. I'm like, what's going on? What is going on? This never happened to me. And he got out the car. He was about 40 years old and a beard with raggedy clothes. And I just thought, man, I am going to die. I had two other people in the car and they were like, drive off. And I'm like, no. And he goes to my window, taps on my window. He had the audacity to touch my car. And so I was like, excuse me, and I didn't know what he was saying because the window was rolled up. So I rolled the window down a little bit, and he started just screaming at me, saying, what are you doing, what are you blah, 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 and I go, you know what? I don't care. I really don't care because you're a slow driver. Like, it was a 45 speed limit and you were going 20, so what the hell are you doing? And so I decided to roll back up my window, and I flipped them off and I drove away. Okay, I have to talk about the fake people in LA. The fake people here, you will meet nowhere else. I'm telling you guys, they will use you to get to this event, this party, meet that person, and grow their following. They will just use you in any way. And don't get me started about the gold diggers. I'm telling you, everyone uses each other just to grow their following. And that is the main point, that people try to use other people. And it's honestly sad because people work hard, very hard for their success. And for someone to come in their life and treat them like their family and they love them, and to go back and just stab them in the back and use them, that is not a way to live your life. But honestly, in LA, you're surrounded by people with huge amount of numbers on Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and all you have to do is watch out. Watch who you talk to. Just because someone is nice to you and apparently loves you and all this and treats you like family does not mean you should trust them. Don't trust them. Trust me, I experienced that a lot, and I had to cut so many people off just to continue living in LA, because you will meet a lot of people that just want to hang out with you just because they know you. Living more in LA, I experienced how to tell people's vibes and just tell a fake person when I meet them, because you know a fake person when you meet them when you met 100 before, and so you already know, all right, hey, they can say hey to you and you already know, like, you're fake, like, get out of my face, and like, you're not gonna use me, because there's so many people that just like want to use you for no reason. Okay, before I moved to LA, I had no competition back home. There were some of my friends doing social media, but the competition wasn't as high as it is out here, and I could just get noticed anywhere back home. But out here, you don't really get noticed. When I moved here, I thought, everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get big, I'm gonna make a large amount of money, and I'm just going to be that person that everyone knows. Well, Come to find out, that is not the case. When you move to LA, you are a nobody. You could have 1 million followers. You could have 100,000 on Instagram. You are a nobody. So the competition out here, you have to look behind you, side by side, in front of you, because there's always someone watching you. And there has been hella situations where just managements always pick certain people. They pick certain people for certain reasons. You have to have dedication, you have to time manage, and you have to always have good work ethic. Now, you don't have good at work ethic, then no manager is going to pick you, okay? So a lot of people think they're gonna come to LA and just get a manager and just, I'm gonna be the next big thing. Well, no, that's not the case at all. You have to work 10 times harder out here, because there is hella people wanting your position. So you have to work 10 times harder to be the next thing. And you can't get distracted by any relationship. You can't get distracted by people putting you down, because there's going to be another person that doesn't let that happen to them. And you're just going to be a nobody out here because you let negativity and other people bring you down and you let it get to you. And honestly, your mindset is the most important. You have to have the strongest mindset, because you go through the most stressful situations, because the competition out here is horrendous. You have to go through so many people just to get accepted. So with that being said, don't come out here thinking you're going to be the next big thing, because you're going to work 10 times harder just to be noticed. I've gotten noticed like a handful of times, but I can't go anywhere and then everyone knows me. That is, it's not like that. People with 20 million on YouTube or like 10 million on Instagram, those are the people that are going to get noticed anywhere. So if you want to be like that person, you better be coming out here with the right mindset, good work ethic, and willing to do anything. I'm talking about anything to do what you want to do in life, because I dropped everything just to come out here, and I had one dream. And my one dream is to motivate people. And if your one dream is to motivate people, or whatever your dream is, stick to that dream. Don't go off into another direction just because you're in LA. And just because you're doing good, don't be cocky. Being cocky is the #1 thing that will make everyone go up. And then when you're cocky, you're just gonna go down the drain like everyone else. So if you wanna come out here, be willing to work every single day until you wake up, until you go to sleep. Because there is no sleep here. There is no sleep. You're either working or you're just slacking, okay? Because if you wanna get like that person and you wanna make more money than that person, then you better get on your crap. Alright, so the parties out here are absolutely insane. Okay, back home, a party to me was going to a friend's house with 10 other people and just hanging out and having a party. But back here, it is like a whole like family reunion with all influencers. It is huge. You have people jumping off the balconies, jumping off roofs, and you have huge amount of influencers there with big numbers. Now, I'm talking about David Dobrik there. I went to a party before, and one of the Migos was there, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? There is absolutely insane amount of people everywhere, and there's parties with free food. I'm talking about Chick-fil-A, I'm talking about Chipotle. You just get free food, and it is the best thing ever. Now, to get into these parties, you have to RSVP, and if you don't RSVP, you're not getting into the party unless you know a connect inside the party that could get you in. You have to go in the front of the door, and they have a list, and you say your name. If you're not on the list, scoot by. If you're on the list, then you get in the party. But my experience, my first party ever in LA, I had the best time ever. And honestly, these parties are full of big people, so I use that for networking. If you guys want to network, LA is the place to be. You live life 10 times faster just by networking, because knowing that person, you'll meet that person. It's like a tree branch, and you just get to know everyone. So if you know everyone, you could get into this event, that party, like you could get into anything. And that's what I've learned, that you could just network and honestly get into anything you want. If you talk to the wrong person the wrong way, they could blacklist you, and you will not be getting into any parties, no events, literally nothing. And that's the one thing you have to be careful about. have a good reputation. Alright, so the last thing I had to touch up on is the expenses out here. Now, when I got out here and saw the damn gas price, it is $5 a gallon. Back home, it is $2.30, and it fills up my tank with $20. Back here, you're gonna be using $40 to $50 to fill up your tank. And so, don't get me started about the living expenses, okay? If you want a good view and at least 3 bedrooms, you're gonna be paying $5,000 a month. And to live in the outskirts, it's still gonna be expensive for a house. A house is usually, if you want to rent it out, it is probably like $3,000 to $4,000 to rent a month. So if you think you're gonna come here with $1,000, no, you're not gonna get a house. You're not gonna get an apartment. You're gonna be couch hopping until you get your life together. But with that being said, I don't want to scare you guys from moving to LA. I just want to inform everyone how it actually is living here. But do I think moving to LA is a good idea? Hell damn yes. Because you get so many opportunities here than nowhere else. You will be given so many opportunities to become even bigger if you already are. And honestly, if you're trying to become someone, come to LA. Just because you had to take risks and you have to drop everything, it doesn't matter. Just do it. But I hope you guys love this video. Make sure you smash that like button, comment below, and if you have not subscribed yet, hit me with a subscribe right now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.